सोल्यूशन इज एजुकेशन सिस्टम। एजुकेशन सिस्टम को चेंज करना बहुत जरूरी है। इंडिया में आज भी 200 साल पुराने एजुकेशन सिस्टम चलता है जो ब्रिटिशर्स ने चालू करके गए थे। प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी हैज supported this film. BJP has supported this film. I wanted every political party to support this film. Many places, irrespective of the political party, I know many Congress leader has personally connected to me and said that this is something you have done a service to the nation.
वेलकम फ्रेंड्स टू क्यों घंटी बजी। आज हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं सुदीप्तो सेन जी, जो डायरेक्टर हैं, राइटर हैं, जाने माने, और द केरला स्टोरी के डायरेक्टर हैं। वेलकम टू द शो सुदीप्तो।
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure being with you.
Welcome.
Namaskar, Amarjeet ji. Namaskar, Navin ji. It was my pleasure, and I was actually really looking ahead to meet you guys and have a good chat.
खूब भालो दादा।
Amazing.
Welcome again, sir.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. This is the best welcome I ever got in last 4 months since
wow.
my film has been released. Since my film has been released. So thank you once again. It was amazing, amazing beginning.
Yes,
before we start that conversation regarding that Kerala story, sir, let's start from the beginning. आपका कहाँ से जर्नी शुरू हुआ? How did you start? And then from 97 onwards, आपको आज तक इतने सारे अवार्ड्स मिले, आपने इतना अच्छा काम किया. You have done such an amazing job. आप उसके बारे में थोड़ा
हम ये कह सकते हैं कि धमाके से पहले कितने धमाके किए, उस धमाके के बारे में किसी ने नहीं बात किया।
See, sir, I started my journey from a very, very small hamlet in the हिमालय की एक गोदी में एक छोटा सा शहर है, नाम है जलपाईगुड़ी, which is actually part of northeast or northeastern part of India. ये असम और बंगाल की बॉर्डर में है, और perhaps very few people know about the name of this place. And मेरी childhood में जो हुआ, basically this is so backward. This used to be so backward. In fact, even today, after 8 o'clock in the night, there is no life in the roads. My house is surrounded by, in front of there is a river, in the back there is a river. So
wow.
It is indeed a paradise. But the point is the place is so undeveloped. In my childhood, बरसात में हमारी स्कूल छुट्टी हो जाता था क्योंकि छत से पानी गिरता था। तो ऐसे जगह पे आप समझ सकते हैं, लोगों को लगता था सिनेमा जो है ना, सिनेमा भगवान आसमान से टपक देता है, सिनेमा कोई बना सकता है, ऐसे कंसेप्ट नहीं था। और आई मीन इट, यू नो, मेरे घर वाले इवन टुडे जो लोग जलपाईगुड़ी से, जैसे मैं अभी बॉम्बे आ गया, मैं पूरे दुनिया घूमता रहता हूँ, मेरी फैमिली की, मेरे भाई बहन बाहर आए, जो लोग जलपाईगुड़ी से निकले नहीं, उनको आज भी लगता है सिनेमा कैसे बनता है। उनको बोलता है ठीक है, सिनेमा तो करते और क्या करते हैं टाइप्स, मतलब
क्या करते हैं? कि काम खाने के लिए क्या करते हैं, प्रोफेशन।
उनको जब पता चलता है कि ये फिल्म से हमें 300 करोड़ रुपया का बिजनेस किया है, तो उनको लगता है ये कैसे हो सकता है। एंड आई मीन इट। तो यहाँ पे सिनेमा के बारे में सोचना बहुत डिफिकल्ट था, लेकिन पता नहीं क्यों जब मैं क्लास 7th में था, तब मैं कलकत्ता चला गया था पढ़ाई करने के लिए। मेरा जॉइंट फैमिली था, तो और सबसे छोटा बेटा था मैं, तो मेरे साथ क्या हुआ कि मुझे वो प्रिविलेज मिला छोटे बेटे होने का, मुझे कलकत्ता भेज दिया गया पढ़ाई करने के लिए। तो कलकत्ता जाने के बाद मुझे स्लोली रियलाइजेशन होने लगा कि सिनेमा क्या है, क्योंकि एक पॉलिटिकल बैकड्रॉप भी था। अगर आप लोग वाकिफ है इससे, 1967 में इंडिया में एक पॉलिटिकल मूवमेंट, एक्सट्रीमिस्ट लेफ्टिस्ट मूवमेंट, और जिसको माओइस्ट मूवमेंट या नक्सलाइट मूवमेंट बोला जाता है, जो मेरे घर के नजदीक में नक्सलबाड़ी करके एक जगह था, वहां से शुरू हुई थी। उस समय पे चाइना में माओ से तुंग का कम्युनिस्ट गवर्नमेंट आए हुए थे सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद। तो पूरे नॉर्थ बंगाल 60s की एंड से लेकर 70s, और मेरी जिंदगी की शुरुआत 70s में हुआ था। तो पॉलिटिकली हम सब बहुत ज्यादा एजाइल, एक एजिटेटेड एक सिचुएशन था, हमारे लिए बहुत मुश्किल था। और उस समय पे ऐसे सिचुएशन था, मैं तो, मेरी सेंस 80s से आया है, लेकिन जो बैकड्रॉप था वो बैकड्रॉप बहुत खतरनाक था। मतलब हजारों की तादाद में लोगों, स्टूडेंट्स की डेथ हो रहा था, लोग मारे जा रहे थे,
It was a
अच्छे
very
अच्छे
violent
स्टूडेंट
era.
देश,
Very, very violent
बहुत
era.
वायलेंट एरा था, एग्जैक्टली द राइट वर्ड यूज्ड नाउ। एक तरफ से मुझे पॉलिटिकल एक इकोसिस्टम में मैं पड़ा हुआ था, और उस समय पे कोई नेशनलिस्ट कंसेप्ट हमारी बंगाल में नहीं था, बंगाल में कम्युनिस्ट गवर्नमेंट था। तो हमारी इंटेलेक्चुअली हम लोगों को बहुत ज्यादा फीडिंग मिल रहा था, लेकिन उसकी वे आउट नहीं था। तो सिनेमा एक ऐसा फॉर्मेट है, दुनिया की सारे लिटरेचर, डांस, म्यूजिक, सारे फॉर्मेट को, दुनिया की जितने, जैसे अमरजीत जी तबला बजाते हैं, इट्स अ वेरी रूडिमेंट एलिमेंटरी आर्ट फॉर्म। तबला, म्यूजिक, सॉन्ग, पेंटिंग। लेकिन सिनेमा एक ऐसा आर्ट फॉर्म है जहां पे दुनिया की सारे आर्ट फॉर्म मिलके एक नया आर्ट फॉर्म बनाया गया, जिसमें लिटरेचर भी है, जिसमें म्यूजिक भी है, जिसमें लाइट भी है, पेंटिंग भी है। तो मुझे पहले बार समझ में आया, एक्चुअली मैं फिल्म बनाना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि पॉलिटिक्स भी था, आर्ट भी था। उस समय पे दुनिया में बहुत बेहतरीन सारे फिल्म बन रहा था। कोलकाता आने से क्या हुआ कि मुझे बड़े बड़े डायरेक्टरों को, मास्टर्स की फिल्म देखने को मौका मिला। तो मैं उनकी फिल्म देखते देखते बड़ा हुआ और फिल्म बनाने का सपना पकड़ लिया। और उस समय पे घर वाले की प्रेशर था, क्योंकि मैं अच्छे स्टूडेंट था, तो कोई, मेरी फादर को सबसे पहले ये लगा कि आई शुड बी प्रिपेयर फॉर आईएएस, आईएफएस, आईपीएस। मुझे मुझे मेरे सिस्टर्स को लगता था कि आई शुड बी अ साइंटिस्ट, बिकॉज आई वाज अ फिजिक्स स्टूडेंट। So many people had many dreams surrounding me, but I knew that I have to make film.
What was
Otherwise, I
that?
will feel
What
breathless.
Sudipto sir, what was the point where you realized that you're going to be into films?
That is what I'm saying. मतलब उस समय पे क्या होता था, मेरे घर के पास एक सिनेमा हॉल था कलकत्ता में, जहां पे एवरी फ्राइडे, सैटरडे, संडे मॉर्निंग शो में एक मास्टरपीस दिखाया जाता था। मतलब उस समय पे जब मैं क्लास 10, क्लास 11, क्लास 12 में था, उस समय पे मैं वन फ्लाईओवर, कुकुज नेस्ट, 8.5, ये सब जो मास्टरपीसेस था, फेलिनी की, गॉदर की, ये सब देखते देखते मुझे रियलाइज हुआ सबसे ज्यादा शांति मिलती थी एक अच्छा फिल्म देखने के बाद। मैं किसी से, आज भी हुआ वो प्रैक्टिस, मैं किसी से बात नहीं कर सकता। वो फिल्म मेरे अंदर एक ऑर्गेनिक प्रोसेस में रोव अराउंड करते रहते हैं। मुझे एक स्क्रीन पे क्रिएट होता है। मुझे ये लगता है कि मैं एक थोड़ा सा बेटर ह्यूमन बीइंग बन गया। तो
अच्छा,
उसकी तैयारी में
बेटर ह्यूमन बीइंग तो कह रहे हैं, पर आजकल जो धमाका हुआ है केरला स्टोरी के बाद, तो लोग आपको बिटर ह्यूमन बीइंग कह रहे हैं।
नहीं, एक्चुअली क्या हुआ, नहीं, अभी नवीन जी वो माहौल थोड़ा सा चेंज हुआ है, क्योंकि क्या हुआ, लोग पहले बोलने लगा कि आरएसएस, बीजेपी ने इस फिल्म को सपोर्ट किया, तो इसलिए बड़ा हुआ। लेकिन सेम आइडियोलॉजी की फिल्म आया, आदि पुरुष, फिर 72 हुए, ये सब चला नहीं, तो लगा कि अरे राइट विंगर फिल्म होने से ही कोई थोड़ी वो होता है। अच्छा, और फिल्म जो नॉन बीजेपी स्टेट है इंडिया में, जैसे कर्नाटक में कांग्रेस की गवर्नमेंट आ गया, बिहार में एंटी बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट था, तेलंगाना, आई मीन छत्तीसगढ़ में, और वो सारे स्टेटों में मेरी फिल्म इतनी अच्छी बिजनेस कर ली, पर्टिकुलरली केरला में, जहां से सबसे ज्यादा विरोध हो रहा था। People were actually, the government was actually after our blood. There were 18 cases against me and my producer Vipul Shah. There was almost 17 petitions been filed on a Supreme Court against us. You won't believe the time.
Sir, before we move forward, please come back to that point where you were, supposed to be going in that field.
Oh, okay. So what happened is, I was kind of feeling, पहले मुझे लगा कि मुझे लिखना चाहिए, बट लिखने से वो एक्सप्रेशंस नहीं हो रहा था। तो मुझे लगा जो वीडियो एंड ऑडियो की जो मेल होता है ना, वो कम्युनिकेशन। उसके बाद मैं क्या किया, मैं ग्रेजुएशन में फिजिक्स मेजर लेके पढ़ा, लेकिन उसके बाद मैं साइकोलॉजी पढ़ा, साइकोलॉजी में मैं मास्टर डिग्री की। तो
Yeah.
साइकोलॉजी पढ़ने के बाद मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि ऑडियो विजुअल मीडिया, अगर मैं आपको कोई बात करूं तो आप उसकी 37-38% रिटेन कर सकते हैं,
करेक्ट।
लेकिन अगर मैं कोई विजुअल दिखाऊं, फोटो दिखाऊं, तस्वीर दिखाऊं, यू कैन रिटेन अप टू 50-52%. बट अगर
What?
ऑडियो विजुअल आपको मैं दिखाऊं, यू कैन रिटेन अप टू 80%.
ये तो फिल्म मेकिंग
सो
टेक्निक बता दी।
क्या बात?
सो फर्स्ट टाइम मुझे ये रियलाइज हुआ कि व्हेन यू नो द वे द वर्ल्ड बीन started, it was
Yeah.
like a cosmic egg was been formed. Lot
ओके।
of masses come together in a small egg-like shape, and that exploded, which is called Big Bang.
बिग बैंग।
That Big Bang created this universe. That is what is the
Yeah.
scientist has to say.
नाउ दिस इज
So,
प्रोफेसर सुदीप्तो स्पीकिंग।
so human. नवीन जी, आप अमरजीत जी से बात करिए, वो
हाँ,
भी आपको बोलेगा, उनको जब मोहब्बत होता है उनको म्यूजिक से सुनते हैं, मोहब्बत को एनालाइज
बहुत
करते हैं.
बढ़िया, वेरी नाइस।
जब उनको दुख होता है उनको एक पर्टिकुलर ताल बजाने की मन करता है. जब उनको खुशी होती है वो
हाँ,
एक ताल बजाते हैं. सो
हाँ,
हिज एक्सप्रेशन इज हिज इंस्ट्रूमेंट.
हाँ। सुदीप्तो साहब,
उस
जब
उस
जब 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 अमरजीत को गुस्सा आता है तो ताल नहीं, मेरा गाल बजा देता है।
वो बजाना रुकेगा नहीं, बजाना रुकेगा नहीं, क्योंकि वो बजा सकते हैं.
बजा।
सो
नहीं नहीं, वो गाल
बड़ी
वाला ताल मैं
अच्छी.
तबले में बजाता हूँ, इनके गाल पे नहीं बजाता.
अच्छा भाई, अमरजीत भाई, अभी देखो खूब सारी बातें होंगी ना सर, बातें तो चलती रहेंगी, बट अमरजीत से एक रिक्वेस्ट है। यू आर अ वर्ल्ड क्लास तबला प्लेयर अमरजीत, एक एक कहरवा की लगी सुना दीजिए यार।
अरे
एक
वाह
कहरवा।
भैया
सुदीप,
यार.
अभी देखिए सुदीप्तो सेन साहब के साथ अभी क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन होगा, एविडेंस होगा। वकालत तो इन्होंने वैसे ही सीख ली है इतने सारे रिट
नहीं
पिटिशंस के
नहीं, वो
साथ।
तो मैं वकालत की कहानी मैं बताऊंगा
हाँ,
थोड़े
पर
देर
एक
में.
कहरवा की लगी हो जाए।
अभी वो गाल वाली ताल की बात की है, तो वो जो जब गाल पे जब ताल पसती है तो कैसे आवाज आती है?
आह,
हाँ
हाँ सुदीप्तो साहब क्या कह रहे थे?
हाँ. नहीं, तो क्या हुआ, तो मैंने
हम्म,
डिसाइड कर लिया मुझे फिल्म बनानी है. तो मैंने कुछ पैसा जुगाड़ किया ये
हम्म,
देखने के लिए कि मुझसे फिल्म बनाना होता है कि नहीं.
हम्म।
तो मैं कलकत्ता के पास ही एक सॉल्ट लेक करके एक जगह है जहाँ पे
फुटबॉल
ह्यूज, कम
स्टेडियम
से
भी है
कम
ना?
सब, सॉल्ट लेक में एक स्टेडियम भी है. तो
हाँ,
वो
स्टेडियम।
इनिशियली इट वाज अ वेटलैंड. इट वाज अ शहर की एक, मतलब जब कोलकाता शहर के आसपास ही समुंदर है, तो मैं उसके ऊपर एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री फिल्म बनाया. उसका
अच्छा,
नाम था द अदर वेल्थ. बिकॉज
दी अदर वे।
जी.
the other wealth, what was happening is that was the like lifeline, that is the lung of Calcutta, because in
हम्म,
entire eastern side was open and wastewater, and Calcutta has the most pure air available, because the entire eastern side was open. But
हम्म,
this real estate pressure started encroaching that water body, and it turned into a concrete jungle.
हम्म।
My film was on that.
ओके।
That got national award that
हम्म,
year, 1997.
हम्म।
And also I got a Green Nobel from Kenya. Green Nobel is
ओके।
a film festival where all the environmental film been put together for the year, and
हम्म।
they give Green Nobel award.
या समथिंग लाइक द
So
ग्रीन ऑस्कर,
now
समथिंग लाइक द ग्रीन ऑस्कर।
it's like yes, it's a Green Nobel because it
या
is based on some research, some
एनवायरमेंट, या।
theoretical thing, and all this. Now, after that film was featuring, that year was the 50th year of United Nations. So my film was only representative from India in United Nations 50th anniversary in Washington. So my film was there. So World Bank, saw the film and they decided to offer me some films for them. They
क्या
liked
बात
the way I made the film.
है?
So I got a huge offer from World Bank, which was actually brain spinning offer. I got opportunity to travel more than 200,000 kilometer in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar, all these shark countries.
वाह.
So that was my first exposure to my country. I don't think there is any state left in the country where I did not travel, I did not film. perhaps I covered more than 70% of the districts of this country, 50% of the, villages of the country, because I was shooting them.
Hmm.
जी,
So that gave me, then I realized that in terms of earning money, I am not, I am just deviating from my dream. I was supposed to make film. I was not supposed to earn money.
Hmm.
So I decided not to do any ad film, not to do any corporate film. So I set out to know, because I was a mountaineer. I learned mountaineering officially
Oh,
at the time of my schooling. So I traveled 3,000 kilometers from Ladakh to Arunachal on feet.
वाह,
on foot.
From Ladakh, that is the northernmost point of India, where Himalaya
Hmm.
started and where Himalaya ended is
ended,
Arunachal Pradesh. So
Hmm.
I walked 3,000 kilometers in 9 months,
Hmm.
and
wow,
I wrote my script. So in and
So,
2004,
Sudipto Sahab, we can call you a foot yogi.
right, right. So then the biggest drama happened in my life. I was at the altitude of 19,000 feet in
Hmm.
Himalaya. I had a 10,000 feet fall.
Oh,
So I broke my spinal cord.
oh
भाई,
God.
My spinal cord broken into pieces.
Oh
So
God.
2004 to 2006, I was in hospital,
Oh,
and I had major surgery, 7 hours long surgery, and all these things.
oh. Hmm.
And now I have almost six nuts and bolts and screw and all this in
your
my
spine,
back. But
Oh,
I'm absolutely I can play football also. That is not a
oh.
problem. It was
yeah,
a medical miracle happened with me. But
Hmm.
those 2 years, I have nothing to complain. I wrote the script of my first film.
Hmm. And
The
that
day
was?
I moved out of my hospital, I started working on on my film. And 2007, I made my first independent feature film. It
Hmm.
was in English. It is called The Last Monk.
Okay. The last monk.
And that Last Monk was been in the competition section, in one of the sections in Cannes Film Festival.
Hmm.
yeah, वाह,
So that film actually gave me an international recognition. The
Hmm.
day
जी,
my screening was there, next day I signed two French co-production films.
Hmm.
So next 2 years I did two French co-production films. One is called Aknoor and one is
Hmm.
called Corentin's Quest. Aknoor
वाह,
got three major international awards.
Hmm.
जी,
One is Best Film in San Francisco International Film Festival. One is Special Jury Award in Golden Globe and Highest Civilian Award in Belgium.
Hmm.
वाह,
So that made me a global traveler. I kept on traveling.
yeah,
So and honestly speaking, I would
Hmm.
now I am coming to my cinema filmmaker self.
Hmm.
I never liked Hollywood. I always hated Hollywood. I
But why?
always
Why? Why?
hate,
Why? Why would you hate Hollywood?
what the reason, sir?
because
Hollywood has so much. It has contributed a lot. You can't say that it hasn't contributed.
Hollywood has contributed a lot,
Hmm.
and Hollywood has produced some of the best films in the world.
Hmm.
But Hollywood, the politics of Hollywood,
Okay. The
actually,
politics.
which made me politics of Hollywood means
Hmm.
Hollywood had a Hollywood had a
Monopoly,
always always monopolized. Always white supremacy is something which has propagated that in a film, if
Hmm.
the villain has to be in a dark skin,
Hmm.
the
जी,
hero has to be in a white skin, like the
Hmm.
film like
yeah,
Independence Day.
Hmm.
Independence Day is like somebody, a white man will come and change the world.
yeah,
Yeah.
And that is how the whole, and most importantly,
Hmm.
the corporate culture in the countries like us
Hmm.
has been completely dominated by the Hollywood culture, which been first time protested in Europe.
Hmm.
Europe, when European cinema started coming into the picture,
Hmm.
Hollywood studios was one by one was
Hmm.
getting closed.
Hmm.
Uh, for 20th Century Fox, Miramax, all were got closed in 50s,
Hmm.
60s.
Hmm.
So I was thoroughly influenced by the European cinema.
Hmm.
So I started traveling to. I was in that is I am talking about 2014, 2015, 2016.
Hmm.
so
I,
sir,
I
sir, Sir, so do you think that there is a difference between that Hollywood and the European cinema and the Bollywood?
So now coming to that point, the word you
Hmm.
said Bollywood.
Hmm.
Ji.
Do you ever heard that any French cinema called Frenchwood? Do
No.
you ever heard any German cinema called Germanwood?
Or Spanish.
Or Spanish cinema called Spanishwood?
Yeah.
Which means the third world country like us,
Hmm.
Yeah.
they captured the even your senses.
Hmm.
You make a film, it will be identified from their point of view. You will be always a
Okay.
cousin brother or a
So
step
what should
brother
we?
of them. You will not get on your own identity. You will
So
be
what?
called
So
as wood.
wood.
Yeah.
So what should it be called?
Indian cinema. It
Indian.
has to be
Okay.
like German
Fair enough.
cinema is German language cinema.
Fair enough.
French cinema is the cinema of France. So Indian cinema will be cinema of India. Even for that matter, Iran produces some of the gems in cinema.
Yes.
Iranian cinema, they spend how much money? Not even $200,000, not even $300,000, $500,000 films,
Hmm.
earning in 30 million, 40 million, $50 million.
Wow.
Because these places, they manage to hold their own culture. But
Hmm.
our country, the country like India or Pakistan, we are the bitter cousin of them. That we started following their culture. When you are original, then only today people can copy. Amarjeet ji, you will be able to tell you if
Yeah.
somebody has to praise you, they will not say Amarjeet बहुत अच्छा बजाता है. They will say, wow, वो तो पंडित जी जैसे बजाते हैं.
Hmm.
ये जो कंपैरिजन है ना, ये आपकी मीडियोक्रिटी में आपको होल्ड कर देता है.
True.
एंड आप अगर देखेंगे ना, बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टैटिस्टिक रिसर्च हम लोगों ने किए थे एक बार. सडनली इन 80s 90s सडनली इंडिया स्टार्टेड गेटिंग मिस वर्ल्ड, मिस यूनिवर्स, मिस एशिया पैसिफिक. मतलब एवरी ईयर. डू यू थिंक इंडिया सडनली स्टार्टेड, इंडियन वुमेन स्टार्टेड बिकमिंग ब्यूटीफुल? नो.
No.
They wanted to
It
sell
isn't.
their cosmetics to India. And what happened as a result, the girls in the remotest of the villages, their lips are whitened, lips are getting pale due to malnutrition, but they are saving money to buy a lipstick so that they can become like Sushmita Sen or Aishwarya Rai or Lara Datta or Priyanka Chopra.
True.
So this consumer culture, it was well planned, design been made by Hollywood, that all the corporate companies. That is the reason you will not see any independent filmmaker in California, in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Independent
Even
filmmaker you will
very
see in
difficult.
Canada. Independent filmmakers you will see in eastern coast of America. Because the studios are being funded by big corporate companies, and their business run on this propaganda. Now they started this conversation like you need lot of protein. Without protein your children will be malnutrition. But why you need protein? Green vegetable and fruits can survive. So they started the business of chicken. They have to sell their chicken to the third world. In that way, America never made a toothbrush, but they started controlling the world just because of their propaganda machine. So Hollywood has a huge role to play, and I am not seeing it in a negative point of view. It
Yeah.
shows
Fair
the
enough.
world the
Correct.
power of media. It shows the world that how strong is the power of cinema. सिनेमा कैन चेंज. इन 2.5 घंटे में भाई साहब आपको हम रुला सकते हैं, हंसा सकते हैं.
ऐसा सकते हैं. बिल्कुल.
मैं जैसे हेयर स्टाइल करूंगा, आप उसे हेयर स्टाइल करेंगे. राजेश खन्ना जो पैंट पहनता था, पूरे इंडिया वो पैंट पहनता था.
Bell
So
bottoms. Bell
basically,
bottoms.
they bell bottoms. Basically, starting from your everyday life, starting from your culture, what you will wear, what you will eat, all been designed by these corporate companies, which their means was the cinema of Hollywood. जो
सुदीप्तो
पहले
भाई,
बार.
सुदीप्तो भाई,
एक
अमरजीत
हाँ जी.
सुदीप्तो
अच्छा,
भाई, I really
आप दोनों के बीच में मैंने झगड़ा शुरू करवा दिया. Yes.
अरे वो अमरजीत इतना चला के अभी गाल ताल दोनों
अरे
बजा
नहीं,
देगा मेरे. But Sudipto bhai, there's one facet which I really liked. अभी तक तो सारा केरला स्टोरी जब हमारे इंटरव्यू
अभी रुक जाओ
नहीं नहीं मैं उस पे यार अमरजीत मेरी बात कुछ और कर रहा हूँ मैं कुछ और बात कर रहा हूँ सुन ले यार मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि अभी तक एवरीवन वांटेड दैट पंच लाइन कि यार सुदीप तो क्या कहेंगे केरला स्टोरी पे क्या है ये फैसेट आई डोंट थिंक किसी ने आपका ऐसे इंटरव्यू में आज तक निकाला होगा
नहीं नहीं सीरियसली पता नहीं क्यों आप लोगों ने मुझे मौका दे दिए बात करने के
नहीं नहीं
लिए।
अरे सी देखिए क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन सब चल सकता है आराम से भी बात हो सकती है विदाउट एनी पर वो टीआरपी के लिए वो झगड़ा गाली गलौज हो क्या फायदा उसका
नहीं नहीं अच्छा नहीं हम झगड़ा तो नहीं कर रहे हैं we agree to
disagree हाँ पर अमरजीत को भी समझाइए सर ये अग्री करता ही नहीं है
नहीं मैं आप
पीकता है
मैं अपने पॉइंट पे आता हूँ कि अभी आपने इतनी सारी अच्छी बातें कही रिगार्डिंग अमेरिकन सिनेमा इंडियन और हमारे फ्रेंच और यूरोपियन तो मैं जहां तक समझा उसका मतलब ये कि जो बिग कॉर्पोरेट्स है दे मेड अ मीडियम ऑफ मूवी मेकिंग to sell their products to the entire world.
Absolutely, 100%. बस one liner.
क्या बात है अमरजीत?
One liner.
You have he has become the guru, the new age guru अमरजीत सिंह.
नवीन जी मैं एक सीक्रेट बताऊं?
हाँ.
बंगालीज एंड पंजाबीज के अंदर जो सिमिलरिटी है ना वो सिमिलरिटी आप कभी समझ नहीं पाएंगे. हम लोगों की कल्चर हम लोगों की खाना बिकॉज हमने देश को टुकड़े होते हुए देखा. 2 स्टेट है जो देश को टुकड़े होते हुए देखा. एक है पंजाब एक है बंगाल. सो हम लोगों की सोचना एवरीथिंग इज सिमिलर. आप कभी पंजाबी और बंगालीज की शादी देखे हैं? दुनिया की सबसे सक्सेसफुल शादी होता है बंगाली और पंजाबी की. आइदर वे द गर्ल इज पंजाबी. आई एम ए स्टूडेंट ऑफ साइकोलॉजी. हाँ सो आप प्लीज मेरे साथ फाइट मत करना. मैं प्रूव कर दूंगा.
एक लाइन कहूंगा मैं आपके लिए आमी तमाके भालोबाशी.
अरे वाह भाई. अच्छा सुदीप्तो साहब getting back to now you've narrated your story so well. You've narrated your life story so nicely. Getting back to this movie making business, was the Kerala story genuinely a plot? Was it some sort of agenda that you thought about, or it was really a movie which was far from all this which is being portrayed in the media, and you really made a movie? Tell us the truth.
नवीन जी मैं केरला में पिछले 10 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ. 8-9 साल से. 2009 I made a Malayalam language film. So my connection with Kerala is very strong. I love Kerala. Whenever I need a break, I used to go to Kerala. 2014, I come across to an incident which changed my thought process forever. I was in Trivandrum and I come to know an incident that one girl, 19 years old girl, been indoctrinated, been brainwashed and married to a Muslim guy. And this girl, you can Google check, his name is Athira. That girl, after the marriage, everything was, till the marriage, everything was nice. After the marriage, very next day, she realized that her passport is been made, her visa is been made for traveling to Syria, and which she was not aware about anything. And her travel ticket was also done, and they were supposed to travel to Syria in next 5 days. Then the girl realized that she has been trapped. The moment she realized, she showed the courage and she ran away from that place, come back, reconverted, and she was just a 19 years old girl. So you can imagine the trauma. Enter press, enter Sarkari machinery, then the police, everybody was after her life. You can imagine it's a very natural incident. So her family was quite traumatized. So her family decided to go back to their native place so that the girl will be away from the media glare.
Correct.
So their native place is a place called Kasaragod. Kasaragod is the northernmost district of Kerala. So in the evening they took the train and train reached Kasaragod in the morning. Their house is, their village is around 60 kilometers from Kasaragod railway station. So when they reached their Kasaragod railway station to their village, they realized last night their house been burnt and turned into a rubble.
Oh God.
So these incidents
Hmm.
actually shaken my conscience, and I
Okay.
realized that there is something wrong. And
Hmm.
since then, that is into 2014, since
Hmm.
then, I met, in that trip only, I met not less than 100, girls who
Hmm.
are all gone through the similar experiences.
Okay.
Now, I met some girls, a group of 12, 13 girls. They were staying in a small house, small flat in nearby Kochi city.
Hmm.
वो लड़कियां जिस घर में रह रही थी, all are been indoctrinated and been they're about to leave the country, but in the last moment they come back and they reconverted. So they are subject of such atrocities that उनके
Hmm.
घर की बिजली काट दिया गया है.
Hmm.
मार्केट से सब्जी लेके आते हैं तो वो सब्जी छीन लिया जाता है. When I met, the day I met them, they were 3
Hmm.
days hungry. 3 दिन से
Oh,
खाना
No.
नहीं खाए उन लड़कियों ने.
right.
Hmm.
तो मुझे
Hmm.
लगा कि there is something very very serious in Kerala. So I started my research. So
Hmm.
almost 4 years I did my research and I made a
Hmm.
documentary film
Hmm.
called In the Name of Love.
Hmm.
That film got Best Film Award in London International Film Festival, but
Hmm.
I cannot show it to the country. I wanted to have the first show in JNU, but
Hmm.
my the show could not be happened. My team was brutally beaten. Somehow I managed to escape
In JNU.
Engineer.
JNU. And you can see all these incidences, that all these things are in YouTube and in Google.
No, no. We we,
So
we
so
want you to you. We want you to tell our
so
viewers.
so then I realized that documentary film, because documentary film has a very limited scope. So I
Hmm.
decided to make a feature film. So I wrote the script,
Hmm.
and so this is the journey of my film, and this
Hmm.
is how. So I stand by. I don't know. I think you have the circulation of your channel all over the world. I can tell you,
Yes.
every
Hmm.
word spoken in my film,
Hmm.
every shot visual shown in my film are
Hmm.
100% correct. I stand
Which
by to
film are
that.
you? Which film are you speaking?
The Kerala story, which
Oh,
I
the Kerala story.
after
Okay.
Story.
Yeah.
2018, when I realized that the documentary will not, but I have to tell the story of these girls. So
Hmm.
I wrote the script. I started looking for my producer, and finally I found 2 years I lost in COVID. Then
Hmm.
Hmm.
finally I found Vipul Shah to support this film. So I
Hmm.
made this film. That is the
Hmm.
reason I said that every word spoken in the film, every
Hmm.
visual shown in the film, I stand by. And censor board, without a single cut in the film, censor board
But
passed this
but
film.
but there are so
And
many
just
rules.
one more, Navinji,
Yeah.
Navinji, just one word.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
My film was lying in the censor board office for 2 months. These two
Okay.
months, they asked for proof of the claims which we made in the film. And
Hmm.
Right.
you won't believe, 3 hours, 5 minutes of video footage of the girls' interviews, more
Hmm.
than 200 pages of the documents we submitted to censor board.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Okay.
finally, censor board approved the film. So I don't care that if anybody says that it is propaganda or whatever. If this propaganda can save some
Hmm.
girls, then I think propaganda is good. And if Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Shri Narendra Modi ji has supported this film, BJP has supported this film. I wanted every political party to support this film. Many a places, irrespective of the political party, I know many Congress leader has personally connected to me and said that this is something you have done a service to the nation.
So
So
tell
But
me
because
what.
of
I,
party, they can't see
I
the
can
film.
tell you, this criticism of propaganda, this criticism of untrue, whatever, now it has diminished. More than 4 crore, I mean, 400 million people have seen the film. Yes, so 40 million people have seen the film, and so I have no doubt to say that these the propaganda against my film is being brutally defeated. And even today, after 4 months of the release of the film, even today people discuss this film in social media. They congratulate and they ask us, they request me to do some more films of similar line. So I think our journey has been vindicated. I think we
Yep.
did a good job to the nation. And it has definitely boosted my confidence. So the next film which I am doing, I am bringing some more brutal truth.
So will the next film be called the Bengal story or the Bengal Files?
No, no, no. My next film is Bastar. The name of my
अच्छा
next film is Bastar, which I'll be shooting from 1st of October.
अच्छा
सर
अच्छा
तो उसमें
सुदीप्तो भाई
उसमें
अमरजीत एक
हाँ जी
मिनट I have a few questions. They're going to be straight. So tell me one thing: is the Kerala story, is this something of a message that you're trying to say, that people must be beware, सावधान रहे लोग conversions के से, मतलब is this also a
It
point?
is a very nice point, nicely put. It is not only lok sabdan rahe,
Hmm,
lok sabdan to hai. It
hmm,
has to do with our education system.
hmm,
हम्म
It has to do our social system. It has to do with our family system. So this film is actually has the message for everyone on living in my country and the world. Because Navin ji, Amarjeet ji, you are in Canada.
जी
hmm.
So 2018, there was a film been got the best film award in Toronto International Film Festival. The film called Laila M.
Yes,
लाइला
This
yes.
film is
जी
the story of a girl. It's a Swedish film of a girl being indoctrinated and got to and taken into Syria, and it is the story of her journey back to her home. So Europe is suffering today. America
Hmm,
is suffering. Canada is suffering. Australia is suffering because this Islamic terrorism
hmm,
has taken over the world.
hmm,
What is happening in France today? What is happening in Netherlands today? The, I did not say anything new. I just
hmm,
told the story, same story for my country. So I did not do anything great. What I did is, which to be told by government, told by the situation, which has been seen, we are seeing every day in European countries, in London. I think this awareness should come right now because
hmm.
Islamic terrorism now gone into the nerve of this civilization.
So, Deepta sir, interesting point. I want to know, because you have done so much of research. There are these quick points. I was wanting to ask you about the CBFC, the censor board certification. Uska to aapne jawab de diya ki there was no cut. So there's no point asking you that question. Our viewers and everyone,
यप
our friends and people in the media will hear this in conversation, because this point I don't think was so clearly highlighted by you, or maybe we missed it, that there was not a single cut.
Not a
या
single cut has
सिंगल
been
कट
Yes.
inserted. The film
Yes.
which I made, the first shot to last shot remains same, intact, unchanged.
Done. So,
ग्रेट दैट्स
so
ग्रेट
we,
दैट्स
so
रियली
we
ग्रेट
see. We are not here to judge. The viewers will judge. Let the
And
public judge.
interestingly, Navin bhai,
Hmm. Hmm.
interestingly, there were 17 petitions before Supreme Court, out of which 11 from Kerala High Court,
Hmm.
three from Chennai High Court, rest are from different parts of the country. Total 17 petition were there. Supreme Court has rejected all 17 petitions,
So
Okay.
how much
and
time
they
they took?
our
How much time they took to come to the point that there is no anything wrong?
no, actually censor vote took 2 months, but these
Hmm.
cases were being filed. See, our trailer of my film has been released on 24th of April.
जी
The cases started been pouring in to High Court and with different High Courts, different Supreme Courts, different police station against us.
या
From that day itself,
Hmm.
the final verdict came on 4th of May,
Hmm.
evening 4:35, and
Hmm.
5th of May, 9 o'clock morning, our first show was there.
Fantastic. सुदीप्तो साहब, आपसे ये पूछना चाह रहा था मैं कि ये जो you've researched so much, I don't think, I mean, at the present moment, apart from maybe the police or the government who have so much information, how come all these girls reach Syria? What is the Syria fascination and the
No,
Syria route?
actually, the thing is, let me tell you, all the girls did not reach Syria definitely, but
Okay.
yes, right at this moment, there is a statistics came up. I think it is the week has come up with this latest statistics. Right
Hmm.
at this moment, 39,000, 37,000 or 39,000 girls are in Syria.
Hmm.
Mhm.
They are stateless. They have
Oh, oh.
come to Syria to join ISIS from different countries.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now these
Hmm.
girls has no place to go because all the countries has refused to take them back. That
Take them
includes
back.
Indians also. Because ISIS, like Hamlin's flute story, ISIS attracted these girls so badly from different parts of world. At a point of
Hmm.
time, more than 70,000 girls came down from every month. 25 to 30 girls
Hmm.
used to come from only Europe.
Hmm.
There are many stories are there available. I think you being running a show, you could make such shows, more shows. Like there is an American girl. She's a journalist. She is
Hmm.
writing every day her column from one of the detention center in Syria, talking
Oh my
about the
God.
situation of the girls are still there inside that jail. The girl, that Shalini Unnikrishnan of my film,
I was coming to that.
that original girl is right now in a Afghanistan jail, along with four girls from Kerala. So the story is not about the girls. All the girls from Kerala are only joining. It is
Hmm.
a process. It is
So
a
are you
good
trying to,
few years
are
of
you
process. It started from indoctrination until their conversion. It also take a time. So my film is on the entire process, not only that they take the flight and go to Syria.
yeah, so Shalini Unnikrishnan is still in jail.
She is still angel.
Wow. And is the
Her
government
mother,
doing
I took
something?
her mother to India's. Last time I took her mother to. You can check. You can check
No, no, that's fine.
in
No, no,
Google.
please. आप नहीं नहीं आप
I
बताएं.
took her mother to Sushma Swaraj ji. Sushma Swaraj ji was the foreign minister at that time. Sushma Swaraj ji listening to her mother, she was in tears. She arranged our meeting with her, requesting Afghanistan government.
Hmm.
But after Taliban, we lost the contact of that girl. But
Hmm.
there are three more girls are there in the
Hmm.
inside the jail.
Okay,
So
two or three quick questions. One,
yes,
are you not scared for your security? I mean, this is
no,
something you have been thinking
I
about.
Maharashtra. Yes, I know. Even after 20 years, Salman Rushdie was been hit because of his stance. So there are threats. My each eyes are has been put a price of 20 lakh rupees.
Oh my God.
My life has me and my producers. If anybody can kill us and put us on
Hmm.
the lamppost on the road, then 1 crore rupees will be given. So all these booties
My.
has been announced,
Hmm.
but I am not scared. If 80% population of this country supported us and they
Hmm.
blessed us, so I don't think I
So,
have any reason to be scared.
yeah, but I would just say be safe because
Yeah,
at
yeah. Thank
times
you
this
so
is a
much.
very it is a very scary
Your
situation.
these concerns, these wishes are keeping us safe.
Yeah, sir. What is the reason behind of touching these type of controversial stories and subjects
Sir, as
shooting
I
movies?
said, that the stories of this girl moved me so much that I was not. It changed my life. I knew that I have to tell their stories. Otherwise, I will not be able to. As a human being, I will not be able to live peacefully. I will not be able to sleep peacefully.
The
So
voice
now
the
I
voice
can
of your
sleep peacefully.
the voice of your conscience.
Hey, exactly.
Yes, of course, yes. And Navinji, it's not like I am telling you something very dramatic or I am using very dramatic words. If you go to Kerala and meet these girls, we got 27, 28 girls in Bombay, and
Hmm.
they were in support of our film. All these girls
Hmm.
from Kerala who gone through this, they
Hmm.
on the stage when they stand and say that this story is each and every frame is the story of us. It is
Hmm.
my story. There were more than 200 journalists, out of which 90% were in tears.
Hmm.
Because you will
No.
not be able to listen to them more than 2 minutes. Because so painful story every girl has to say.
Hmm.
As a sensible in human being, how could you ignore their tears?
Hmm. So Deepta bhai, what do you think is the solution for all this? मामला तो चल रहा है, ये चलता
As I
रहेगा.
said, solution is education system. Education system को change करना बहुत जरूरी है. इंडिया में आज भी 200 साल पुराने एजुकेशन सिस्टम चलता है जो ब्रिटिशर्स ने चालू करके गए थे. यहाँ
Hmm.
पे आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि इस देश को समझना पड़ेगा कि दुनिया बदल रहा है और इस सिस्टम में हमारी फाउंडेशन 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 साल पुराना फाउंडेशन है हमारी देश में.
Hmm.
हर कंट्री
Hmm.
की यही सिचुएशन है बॉलीवुड हॉलीवुड की.
जी,
Hmm.
हमारे इधर तमिल में फिल्म बनता है तो टॉलीवुड बोलते हैं. मतलब ऊट को छोड़ा नहीं, क्योंकि वो गोरे चमड़े वाले ने वहां पे अमेरिका में बैठ के उठ सिखा दिया. सो ये सिस्टम से बाहर आना पड़ेगा. बाहर आके you have to feel proud of your culture. Your own education system has to be there. So this is the pride you have to feel. Like Amarjeet ji जो टर्बन पहने हैं, it is his pride, it is his identity. Nobody can touch that identity. Nobody can put a single question mark. It is his pride. This is his identity. It is his family. He is carrying his family. He is carrying his culture. He is carrying his Christy. He is carrying everything of being Punjabi.
Yeah, very
So
well said.
every Indian has to feel. Our problem is Britishers left, but they left the country very
In
nicely
shambles.
a few days back. They left the brown colored Britishers in India. Still, people still feel proud of being slave. We don't know that knowingly, unknowingly we are serving our Lord. We are not living in a democratic system where we say for the people, for by the people, and by the nation. We are still in a mood to serve. We are not supposed to serve. We are supposed to perform. That is how what we do with our children in home. The moment we move out, your culture cannot be like your shirt. When you need, you wear it. When you don't need, you keep it away. No, culture
Correct.
has to be part of your existence.
Acha, Sudipto bhai, very well said. Tell me one thing. How come you've taken such a strong stand on love jihad? Is it love? Is it jihad? Is it love jihad? What is
No,
this
actually, I did not
entire
take. I did not take
ecosystem?
an. I did not take any stand on love jihad. See, it is a not love jihad at all. It
Okay.
is a fraud jihad is the right word.
Good one.
Because it does not have love in it. It is a
What
fake
jihad is that?
love jihad. It is jihad definitely, but it is not nothing to do with love. It is wrongly placed. The word is wrongly chosen. See,
Okay.
if you call it love jihad, it is very much. See, it has different tangent.
Yeah.
India is always a secular country. India is has a secularism is India's need, right? Uh, Hindu getting married to a Muslim or a Muslim getting married to a Hindi is not a new perspective. It happens in India,
It happens many times. Yeah.
right? But what is new is the moment the girl is Hindu and getting married to a Muslim guy, the guy will not change the religion. If the religion
He
has
has
to be
to.
changed, the girl's religion has to be changed. Why? Why this discrimination? So the first question come to my mind that in the marriage, why either both the parties will be get converted, or there are many examples. Like Indian cricketer Jahir Khan got married to a Hindu girl. She did not change her religion. For marriage, if you have to change, then your integrity towards your love is being questioned.
Right.
So when you have to give up your identity, if I ask you, sir, आप अपने घर से निकल जाइए, दूसरे के घर में जाके रहिए, is it your fundamental right to be in the place where you are born? That the place belongs to you. So by fraudulent process, the girls had been massaged, and they are being indoctrinated, and they are being poured kind of radical thoughts, willingly getting converted. Now,
Yeah.
the girl definitely loved the boy. Otherwise, how come this she is easily leaving her family away and getting converted? The boy never loved the girl, so it cannot be love jihad. It cannot be love. Definitely, it has a jihad. That is the reason. Even big Muslim leaders, the radical leaders like Saddam Hussein said, "I don't know why we are running after atom bomb when we have the capacity, religious sanction of having population bomb. We can have as many as children. So automatically, world will be full of us. So why we need atom bomb? So You know the intention is very clear.
But
Right.
tell me,
That
Sudipto
is the
Sahab,
reason I said
tell,
my film is nothing to do with against Muslims. I respect
okay.
Islam as a religion, but definitely my film is against radicalism and the terrorism.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. You have all the democratic liberty to do whatever you feel like within the realms of sanity. Is this brainwashing so easy? I mean, if someone comes to me and tells me convert, I mean, I would think, how could this conversion take place so easily? How does the brainwashing take place?
अगर मैं मेरे फिल्म देखे है ना, then
Hmm.
I stage by stage फिल्म में ना वो की है. The
Hmm.
situation केरल में
That
बड़ी
created
इंटरेस्टिंग
that.
पॉलिटिकल सेटअप है. केरल में हिंदू पॉपुलेशन इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 50-55%,
Hmm.
52%. Muslim
Hmm.
population is approximately 30-32%, and Christian population is around 17-18%.
Hmm.
It is a unique demography.
Hmm. Hmm.
So क्या होता है, एक एक बच्चा in Muslim communities,
Hmm.
first word they learn in their vocabulary is Allah.
Hmm.
But एक हिंदू, एक मुस्लिम, एक सिख
Hmm.
भगवान की नाम पहले नहीं सीखता है. हम लोग पहले बच्चों को बुलाते हैं, माँ बोलो, बाबा
Baba
बोलो,
Bolo.
पिताजी बोलो. हाँ.
Hmm.
तो प्रॉब्लम सिचुएशन क्या है कि अगर बीइंग ए हिंदू, इफ आई आस्क कि गणेश ये कैसे भगवान हुआ तुम्हारा, कि तुम्हारी भगवान की नाक में एक सूर है, एक ट्रंक है, ये कौन सी
Hmm.
भगवान है? तुम्हारी
Hmm.
भगवान हनुमान है,
Hmm.
वो कैसे भगवान हुआ जो हनुमान बात कर रहा है, एक मंकी बात कर रहा है? यू हैव द आंसर नवीन जी?
Ji.
You don't have the
Hmm.
answer because you are not being taught.
Yep.
Hmm.
But a Muslim has been already been taught that what is dozak, what is sin, what is jannat, what you are
Hmm.
supposed to do and all.
Hmm.
So in a setup where in a classroom situation
Hmm.
there are a Hindu, there will be 10 to 12 are Muslim, rest will be Christian.
Hmm.
But constantly you are being asked this question. ये कौन सी
Hmm.
भगवान हो गया जो जिसकी 32,000 बीवी है? श्री
Hmm.
कृष्ण
Hmm.
आपका भगवान कैसे हो गया? राम आपका कैसे
Hmm.
भगवान हो गया जो अपने बीवी को कोई उठा के ले जाता है और अपने बीवी को बचा नहीं सकता, तो आपको कैसे बचाएगा आपका भगवान?
Hmm.
तो इट्स अ
Hmm.
पर्टिनेंट सवाल, क्योंकि ये
Hmm.
आपको बचपन में इसका जवाब नहीं सिखाया गया था ना.
Hmm.
तो
Ji.
आपको अगर बम्बार्ड किया जाए कंटिन्यूअसली कि तुम्हारी भगवान तुम्हें खुद को सेव नहीं कर सकता, तो तुम्हें कैसे सेव करेगा? देखो मेरी भगवान,
Hmm.
मैं बुर्का पहन लिया तो तुम्हें. सो जो तो रेडिकल थॉट प्रोसेस ना,
Hmm.
वो इंजेक्ट कर करके सालों सालों भर एक लड़की
Hmm.
को, इन लड़कियों को सुनना चाहिए आप लोगों को. मेरे से ज्यादा आप कभी भी वो लड़के, केरल की दो लड़की को लेके कभी बैठिएगा,
Oh.
उसकी
Ji.
कहानी सुनिएगा, कैसे इंडोक्ट्रिनेशन होता है पढ़ी लिखी लड़कियों ने.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. It sounds very scary. It sounds very scary.
Absolutely scary, absolutely scary. It has nothing to do with religion. It is
Hmm.
Ji.
completely a terror plot, which
Hmm.
terror plot has now bring entire Europe under their siege.
Hmm.
Kerala, the northern part of Kerala is under siege, and sadly due to political patronage.
Hmm. So, do you think Kerala may become an Islamic state one day?
Yeah, 20. I mean, in 2010,
Hmm.
the then Chief Minister of Kerala, B.S. Achuthanandan, went to Delhi for a press conference where he said in 20 years Kerala will be converted into Islamic State. So it is
Hmm.
not I am saying, it is Kerala
Yeah.
CPM Chief Minister said that, and it is on record.
Hmm. It's under-
So, sir, do you
And
think
when he
that Kerala
said
is the
that, today's Chief Minister has supported him.
Hmm.
Sorry,
Fair enough.
Amarjeet bhai.
Yeah. So, do you think that Kerala is the only state where this is happening, not in other states of the India?
It is happening. It is happening in Bengal. It is happening in many places in India. And India is actually what I told in my film in the last. If you have seen my film in the last
Yes. Yes.
dialogue, there is the
Hmm.
girl is saying that we are just. It is spreading like haywire, the fire in the
Hmm.
jungle. We are sitting in a volcano. Anytime it can erupt.
So, solution is you're saying education.
Education is primarily yes.
Hmm.
I have a feeling that I think I am a secular person. I think I am a human being first. Then I have my identity as a religion. Uh, I think the conversion has to be banned. Indian constitution should be reworked. It has to be amended, that the conversion, because India is a multicultural place. It has uh, 22 different religions. It has more than 20,000 language. It has lakhs and crores of deities and gods to worship. Here things are so sensitive that the system, like any religious conversion, should be banned. And there should be lot of constitutional amendments to be done, like population policy needs to be reworked. There are lot of social control needs to be worked out. So a lot of tasks to be done. I mean, it's not, India is not in a very good shape when it's a very, very vulnerable in front of Islamic terrorism.
अच्छा,
Sir,
अपना सुदीप्तो साहब, tell us a few incidents in life which might have, touched your heart, on a lighter note, that some some person, some people might have
सर,
been kind
ऐसे
to you.
बहुत सर ऐसे बहुत सारे incidences. As I told you that I am a
Hmm.
traveler,
Hmm.
and I whatever money I earn, whatever free time I get, I spend that money and time for travel. So every day is an experience to me. And like lot of things, like in Hollywood, I spend a lot of time in Hollywood. I think my meeting with Johnny Depp is one of the most memorable time I spent, because Johnny Depp is a rebel in its own
Yes,
order.
yes.
So
Yup, yup, yup.
I met him, and my I spent few hours with him, and it was mind blowing experience. In Himalayas, I spent so much of time. I see death in a closest proximity. I see people dying in the closest proximity. So I at a point of time, I lost the significance of life and birth. In Buddhism, it has been said that life is the celebration between two deaths.
Hmm. Hmm.
Before your birth, you are dead. After your death also you are dead. So life is a celebration. So I saw life as a celebration, and I saw birth, I saw life, I saw death also. So to me,
Fantastic.
it is all about equality. It is all about your own right. It is all about your practicing your freedom. One human
Hmm.
being is take birth as a free man, free entity. So we have to be free. So you have to love your freedom. You have to respect your freedom. Like the most beautiful
And
things in the world, like river, ocean, mountain, they don't wear clothes. They are
any
nude in their own beauty. That is why.
any any job vacancies for Amarjeet and me to come and help you out?
Please come, please come. Amarjeet के लिए तो मैं अभी मतलब I'm a big fan of Indian classical music, and the way he started, I'll
नहीं,
never forget. Never,
no,
never
no.
forget
I
Amarjeet ji.
no,
One day I'll
नहीं,
come. You are in Canada, right?
अरे,
yes, sir. We both
we
are
are
in
we
Canada.
will
The
host
day
you. We will host you. We will host you. आप हमारे साथ रहेंगे
I
आके.
I, I promise. For the day I will reach, I come to Toronto couple of times. But
We
next
will
time when I'll come for come
we
for
will
my
we
break, I will first meet नवीन जी. आपसे पहले मैं अमरजीत जी से मिलूंगा और उनकी तबला
क्या
सुनूंगा.
बात है भाई, क्या बात है अमरजीत.
Thank
आपने
you, sir.
आपने मेरे बगैर नहीं जाना इनको
मतलब
मिलने.
ना 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 ना, ऐसे नहीं होगा. सुदीप्ता सर, मेरा मेरा एक सवाल जो यहाँ अटक रहा है, मैं निकालना चाहता हूँ.
हम्म.
आपने इतने सारी फिल्मों में को बनाया
जी
है,
जी जी जी.
इतने अवार्ड्स मिले हैं.
हम्म.
सो जो अवार्ड्स हैं, वो आपको क्या रियलाइज कराते हैं? जब आप अवार्ड लेने जाते हैं, आपका नाम
कुछ नहीं
अनाउंस किया
सर.
जाता है, आप क्या क्या रियलाइज करते हैं
सर
उसके लिए?
कुछ नहीं. Only thing is I want vindication. I want vindication. And let me tell you one thing. मेरी
हम्म.
जी
मैं रात रात भर ना, जब भी क्योंकि मेरी फिल्म पहले 7 दिन में इतने बड़े हिट हो गया था इंडिया में, तो
हम्म.
जी
मुझे बिलीव नहीं होता था. तो मैं मेरी कोई दोस्त को लेके कोई एक फिल्म सिनेमा हॉल में घुस जाता था. आजकल
हम्म.
लोग मुझे पहचान लेते हैं, लेकिन तब
हम्म.
पहचानते नहीं थे.
हम्म.
तो मैंने ना एक दृश्य देखा. एक दिन मेरी बगल में दो लड़की बैठी थी. मतलब मैं बैठा था, मेरी दोस्त था, उसके बगल में एक कपल बैठे हुए थे. तो कपल
हम्म.
जैसे नॉर्मली बैठते हैं, होल्डिंग देयर हैंड्स. आफ्टर अ पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, क्योंकि मैं तो मेरी फिल्म देख रहा था, तो मैं पर्दे में कम और आसपास के लोगों की रिएक्शन देख रहा था.
हम्म
जी।
आप ट्रस्ट मी, मैंने देखा कि वो जो कपल बैठे थे ना, वो लड़की अपने बॉयफ्रेंड या हस्बैंड की हाथ छोड़ के उसकी बगल में और एक जो लेडी बैठी थी, दोनों दोनों को जानते नहीं थे, एक दूसरे को नहीं जानते थे, लेकिन एक दूसरे का हाथ पकड़ लिया। दे ग्रस्प देयर हैंड सो टाइटली एंड दे आर कॉन्स्टेंटली
राइट।
क्राइंग एंड होल्डिंग देयर हैंड ईच अदर।
हम्म
अब जस्ट इमेजिन करिए, ये दृश्य मैंने देखता रहा। इन दोनों लड़की को, एक दूसरे को नहीं जानते हैं, दोनों स्ट्रेंजर्स है, बट एक दूसरे की भरोसा बना, क्योंकि दे वर सीइंग समथिंग, दे कुड रियलाइज दैट इट कुड बी देयर लाइफ आल्सो। सो
क्या बात।
I think these are the things which last 4 months, what have happened from
हम्म
5th May, 5th June, 5th July, 5th August, 4 साढ़े 4 महीने में मैंने इतनी इमोशन देखा ना। ट्रस्ट मी, मैं कोई ना, मतलब आई एम नॉट बीइंग नाइस, आई एम ब्रूटली truth, I am just telling you.
यस
I saw the place, I in one auditorium in Bangalore, after the show, देर आर 4-5 यंग गाइज, दिस मेरे सामने लेट गई मेरे पैर पकड़ के कि सर, हमने जो अपने जो फिल्म बनाया, मैं सिस्टर को बचा लिया आपने। तो मतलब
हम्म
इस तरह की ओवरवेलमिंग इमोशंस मैंने देखा। मुझे अगर कुछ अवार्ड मिले तो खुशी तो होगी, लेकिन वो
हम्म
खुशी वहां तक ही उस ऑडिटोरियम के अंदर ही रहेगा। लेकिन ये जो खुशियां मिली ना फिल्म देखने के बाद, ट्रस्ट मी, ये मैं पूरी जिंदगी भर कैरी करूंगा।
अच्छा सुदीप्तो साहब, आप यू मेड इट वेरी क्लियर, यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ कंट्रोवर्सी विद मी। देखिए अब मेरा और आपका जबरदस्त झगड़ा होने वाला है, क्योंकि यू हैव चोजन अमरजीत ओवर मी।
नहीं नहीं नहीं।
यू
अच्छा
नहीं
अच्छा।
नहीं, वो
यू हैव
भाई साहब,
चोजन
आपने
अमरजीत।
आपने तो
नहीं
बड़े
आप
अच्छे अच्छे बात की, लेकिन उन्होंने तबला से अपना बात की,
अच्छा
वो तो एक अलग स्पेशल था।
तो अब
मुझे अभी
आप
कोई किसी ने कभी भी ऐसे स्वागत नहीं की, तबला बजा के मुझे
नहीं, वही
स्वागत
तो
किसी ने नहीं
मैंने
की।
क्या, अमरजीत तो दिल जीत लिया, पर ऐसा है अमरजीत, डोंट फॉरगेट आई एम योर बॉस।
अरे नहीं, सुनिए सुनिए नवीन भाई, आपके बगैर तो मैं वैसे भी कहीं नहीं जाता हूँ यार। हम दोनों ही जाएंगे भाई, भाई के
नहीं नहीं, ये नहीं कि सुदीप्तो सर आए और आप वहां मिलने चले गए मुझे छोड़ के
नहीं नहीं,
गाड़ी में।
ऐसे ऐसे नहीं होगा, ऐसे नहीं होगा।
अच्छा
नहीं,
तो
आपसे
सुदीप्तो
मिलूंगा,
सर
लेकिन पहले इनसे मिलूंगा।
चलो डन। मैं पीछे खड़ा हो जाऊंगा गाड़ी के। अच्छा तो क्या कहते हैं, आप कुछ कोई फरमाइश कर दीजिए अमरजीत से, कुछ सुनेंगे आप अमरजीत से?
बस एक आपका
आ,
ज्यादा टाइम लेंगे, एक चीज बजा के मैं
अमरजीत जी, एक एक जार्नी जार्नी वाले म्यूजिक म्यूजिक सुनाइए, एक
जर्नी,
जार्नी वाली,
ट्रैवल,
travel like
दिस इज
a tune which depicts travel, maybe train, maybe India की roads.
अरे वो तो
हाँ हाँ
हेली, अरे
ठीक है जी।
विद
मैं
विद
आपको ट्रेन सुनाता
एक
हूँ,
सेकंड
उससे
अमरजीत,
पहले
अमरजीत वन सेकंड, दिस इज विद लव फ्रॉम अमरजीत टू सिद्धुप्तो।
ठीक है। इजाजत सर।
क्यों क्यों
तो
घंटी बजी?
क्यों घंटी बजी पे ट्रेन, ट्रेन की घंटी बजी और ट्रेन स्लोली प्लेटफॉर्म को छोड़ती है, और स्टीम इंजन है हमारा पुराने वाला, और धीरे धीरे वो चली जाती है। सो ट्रेन जब स्टार्ट होती है और फास्ट स्पीड चली जाती है। लीजिए सर।
क्या बात है, क्या बात है,
Amazing,
अमेजिंग, वेरी नाइस।
amazing.
सुदीप्तो साहब,
Thank you
थैंक
so
यू
much,
वेरी
guys.
मच, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर कमिंग ऑन
Thank
अ
you
शो,
so much,
एंड
and for
ऑल द
having
बेस्ट।
me. And I really have a blast of 1 hour. Thank you
थैंक
so much.
थैंक
थैंक
यू।
यू सर।